To present to this chamber the nomination of Shelly Dick as nominee for Article III Judge of the U.S. Middle District Court in Louisiana. I was very pleased to recommend Mrs. Dick to President Obama, and I'm happy that he sent her name up to the Senate and that the committee has unanimously recommended her for confirmation. She is equipped with decades of federal court litigation experience. She brings with her a thorough understanding of the federal court system, having practiced for years in and before the court. She is, from all indications from her peers and colleagues, fair and even-handed. Her temperament, I think, is appropriate for the bench. She is a current resident of Baton Rouge, but she was born in El Paso, Texas. She earned her bachelor's degree in business administration from the University of Texas at Austin and graduated on the dean's list with honors. She brings with her years of experience, not just in the her work as a lawyer before the federal bench, but she has also been extremely active in community affairs. She graduated from law school from the Louisiana State University, where she was a member of the Law Review. Demonstrating a commitment to public service early in her legal career, she served as a law clerk to a woman who went on and was actually mentored by the first woman of our Supreme Court, Kitty Kimball, who went on, of course, to become Chief Justice of the Louisiana Supreme Court. Following law school at an early age, she became an associate attorney at the firm of Gary Field and Landrieu in Bradford before going on to become a full partner in one of our strongest and best law firms in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She has extensive experience, as I said, in federal court representing both plaintiffs and defendants as well as government and non-government clients. She's got a well-rounded legal career and is very active in the community, in her church, having done missionary work for many years throughout the world, as well as very active in the American Bar Association, the Louisiana State Bar Association, Louisiana Association Defense Council, and the Baton Rouge Bar. She was admitted to practice in the District Court of the Western, Middle, and Eastern District in the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals and the U.S. Supreme Court. She's written numerous articles for legal publications and presented at legal seminars on a wide range of topics. I've known Ms. Dick for a few years now. She is a friend now. She was not a close friend as my search committee went out and looked for the most qualified individuals to step up and serve on our bench. She and her credentials were brought to my attention by many members of the community, and I am very happy to nominate Ms. Dick. She will be the first woman to serve in the Middle District of Louisiana, and I think it's about high time, after a couple of hundred years, that we have women now qualified and stepping up to assume these leadership positions. I've been very proud to help bring diversity and excellence to our bench, both at a prosecutor's level and at as judges in the courts in Louisiana. As I said, Shelly has also volunteered for international missions overseas, particularly in Cambodia, South Africa, and Kenya, working with her church and other nonprofit organizations. I think she is perfectly suited to be a judge with all the prerequisite experience and legal degrees and academic degrees required. And most importantly, she's enthusiastic. She's excited about serving. I'm sorry it's taken us so long to get her to this point where the Senate will hopefully confirm her by, if not acclamation, by a strong and overwhelming vote. I know of no opposition to her nomination. It's just these days, these things seem to be going a lot slower than they should. So I want to thank her and her family for their patience as they have waited and waited for this day to come. And hopefully she will be able to put on that robe and get to that bench in the Middle District and do a fine job for us, both in Louisiana and around the country. And I yield the floor. I think this junior senator from Louisiana may want to add a word.